What's up, everyone? I just started. I'm gonna send this around everyone. I was just hanging out now, watching a little NFL opening day. Got a live TD score. This type of life. It's What do you mean, Seth? Why would I stop, Desi? A lot. The taper hasn't really happened. Supposedly, on the 14th is my last day. 14th is my last day. Desi, nice, love it. Got a live TD score. That's a great question. I haven't decided yet. I'm a Bills fan. I'm from Buffalo. What's a goalpost bet collection like career job? What do you mean, Alex? Can you clarify that? Really, does it? Is that still the plan? I really know what you mean. I would say live. There might be some value in lamb, but you're gonna have to give me odds, Tybert. For me to give you any actual thoughts on what I think would be good, you'd have to give me odds. It's more of a vibration, Michaela. More of a vibration. Latest New Year's. That's the same timeline I'm on. Where like bet-wise, I know it's different, but bet-wise, New Year's. So we're gonna try the 14th. Go from there. Well, I got a lot of business ideas and stuff that I want to start, and it's more just like, can I do it? Drip drop. I'm on Pick'em PD right now on my other platforms. I'm live on that. I'm just not Pick'em PD isn't on TikTok anymore. How's the quitting dream going, Bug? It doesn't start till the 14th. How do you think the journey's gone so far? That's a great question. Having a lot more fun doing it than I thought. There's been some really tough ones, some really tough times, but I don't think it really has to do with it drinking. There's just been tough times that have coincided with the time that I've been drinking, so I can't really say what's the reason for what the drinking itself. We're just talking about the actual action of drinking and the experiences I've had and how good it feels at the best times. That's been great. The hangovers, bad, but because I'm doing it in the morning and everything, and because I have such a good concoction for recovery, it's not as bad as it probably would be. Yeah, Desi. We tried to warn you how bad this Eagles defense. What do you mean tried to warn me? Who was trying to warn me? Yeah, addiction to the past would be, I say this, but it's literally what I'm doing now, gambling. I'm feeling great, Nicholas. Zodiac sign? I don't know, July. Damn, Andrew, how are you feeling? Cheers. All good, Kenny. I told you. Cowboys plus 8.5. I don't even know why my screen's small and kicked. This is what I'm on right now. I just feel like on TikTok showing the can's a bad idea. So that's why I'm just pouring it into here. Pretty good, kind of sweet. Nice. Yeah, Twisted Tea right now. Thanks, Caleb. Twisted Tea right now, but today's been all over the place. We did Twisted Tweet, Twisted Tweet, Twisted Tea, and do I listen to music? That's a crazy. Of course I do, but to be totally honest, like the least I ever have in the last year. Every sleeping night, I'm home. I'm in my apartment. Uh, yeah, no, Kenny, my TikTok's fully gone. The Pick a PD TikTok's gone. Like my 3-4 biggest PD accounts are all deleted. Still on Instagram though. I am keeping it twisted. Thoughts on Texans and CJ this year? I expected him to be a little bit worse last year, and he was. I don't think there's going to be massive improvements there. I don't think you're going to have a great year from Diggs after injury, all that. I think it's going to be tough for them. I love you too, Mel. I don't want it to end badly either. I think it's going to be okay. I think everything's going to be okay. I got some encouraging news today. It's going to be okay. Yeah, Fireboy. I mean, there's always going to be people saying that. That's literally what I'm doing right now. Start drinking later in the day. Otherwise, it relaxes you and can be advantageous. Why would I do the thing that's not advantageous? Hell yeah, Mel. Andrew, I never said I would drink more than anyone. What do you mean, how do I enjoy it? I'm having a great time right now. I'm watching Thursday Night Football. Had some drinks, talking to some comments. It's good. It's a good time. Think about dopamine max. I love that. Yeah, I hated it, Seymour. Nice. Hi from Minnesota. Hey to Minnesota. Yeah, I'm live on TikTok. It's Peter Mossfield. Did I stop yet, Aaliyah? No. That's the 14th is when I stopped. The 14th is when I stopped. But as you see, I'm not. It hasn't been. It's not crazy today. I'm probably in the teens today, upper teens. Where do I yoink it? What do you mean? Oh, almost a pick. How can I explain how I get it for you? Hey, what's up, Alaska? But do I like NASCAR? I don't really keep up with NASCAR. I was into Formula One for a second. I still theoretically would be. I just don't keep up. Yeah, Seymour, that's his thing. I mean, it wasn't even really about him being uncomfortable. It's just like I heard he was a really bad guy, and I found out that like right before the stream. Favorite movie? Can never just narrow it down to like one, but MP, I will say that I will consume 0 drinks on 9/14/25, MP. There might be some leftovers, obviously. I have a single drink on 9/14. I'm not saying that. I am going to explain the 40K in a second. I'm sorry if I missed your question. Just run it back later. I'll try to answer the questions. I am not saying I promise, I guarantee no matter what, but I am very serious. I know last time I was like, let me just see how it feels not drinking. I had a few White Claws. I know people weren't like into that, and I get it, I didn't say that it was like 100% legitimate sober that happened. Thank you for the gifts. I'm just saying that's how it went. This time I'm taking it very seriously. Not anymore, Leah. So people say, oh, but I failed. The rules of the bet are that I quit this year. So if I fail on 9/14, let's just say hypothetically, if I failed on 9/14, if I gave in, I still have the rest of the year to be able to quit later. Obviously, that would be hard if I had an issue quitting. I really haven't tried to. There, you say I'm making excuses. I don't like the. Can I still yoink? Yes. The 14th. That's the day. The 14th, and I'll probably do a stream that day or something. Did you use the link, Diane? Because that's messed up. If that's the case, that's messed up. You should have it in your account. They say you can quit anytime you want, dude. Maybe I did say that, and maybe I was wrong about that. But the rules of the bet, which everyone has agreed on, the rules of the bet are this. And this, to answer the question of the 40K, the rules of the bet are this. I get addicted. This year, I get addicted to alcohol. 2, I quit drinking. Those are the only rules. I get addicted, I quit. Those are the rules. In terms of winning the 40 bet, me and 7 other people have all anteed up $5,000, right? We put $5,000 in a pot. That's $40,000 total. All of that goes in a Bitcoin wallet. We all have access to the wallet so no one can do anything crazy. Yes, I've seen the money. We all put it in that same wallet. Everyone is trying to get the 40K. There's 7 other people trying to get the 40K. We all make a selection of different bets. All those bets are worth certain points. We have 100 points to risk on those bets. Whoever ends up with the most points wins the league. Okay, that's the whole entire thing. I risked 20 points. 20 points on this bet for me to get addicted and to quit, okay? I risked 20 points on that. It pays 16 to 1, so I would get 320 points off that. It doesn't mean I automatically win. And when we look on everything right now, Clayton, why do I spend 5K? I'll answer that in a second, Clayton. So it doesn't guarantee I win, but the way it's looking, that's like almost for sure I'd have the most points. Now, everyone says you're not addicted, you're not. The terms for me being addicted was getting a vast majority of people on social media to agree that I am addicted. I had the vote on the 31st, and the vast majority of people said it. Hi to Ethan. So, those are the rules. That's how it works. That's how I'd win the money. That's how. Well, do I know how everyone else is doing? Yeah, there's one guy that's a concern. One guy that's a concern. One guy made a heavy bet on another guy getting divorced, and now it looks like that guy might be getting divorced. But the other part of this league is sometimes people like aren't very honest with each other because they're trying to play mind games. They're trying to keep other people from figuring out what's actually going on and trying to change, how they're doing. So we won't actually know. Everyone has to provide proof to win. So we won't actually know until the end of the year. So nothing's certain until December 31st is when the year ends. So I will need to have quit by then. I'm trying on the 14th. Those are rules. Chug, says Dalton. It's not really much, but sure. Am I a parent? I don't really. I know I get that question a lot. For people that heard me talk about that topic one time, that's it. I have been asked not to talk about that topic anymore because of my wife, and that's where I'm going to leave it. How am I going to prove that I did? Well, for the people in the league, there will be breathalyzer, and there will be breathalyzer over a period of time, and there will most likely be blood work. They'll have to be able to see that there hasn't been any alcohol in there for a long period of time. P-Mike says, Gamble, I'm doing it right now. I can't on TikTok, Logan, just because. Do it. She's hanging out with her uncle, Jay. But I'll probably see her tomorrow. It'll be nice, listen, everyone in here, for people that pay attention, I realize I overshare on social media. You want to ask questions, I'll do it. Please, the minimum's like $2K a month. Or sorry, not the minimum. The damage is like 1,600. Didn't kick me out. The trip was supposed to end yesterday, but we're not on good terms. Don't ask questions that are a bummer. Orthomers. Long time no see. Everyone asks, is this for real? This for real? This for real? So minimum interest payment on the credit card to get everything is probably like 3.2. 3.2. I don't know. I'm always just like, it's going great. I'm always just like, moving shit around. One account to another account. Got the minimum. Got them off my back. Okay, how's this going? How'd me and my wife meet? That's actually a great story. So this was like 6 years ago. I told this once, and it was on the base stream, and he sucked and he wasn't engaging. But like 6 years ago, I had this friend. I don't use anyone's real name when I'm talking about my stories because obviously a lot of people don't like my content, so I don't use it. But I had this friend like 6 years ago, and she was a matchmaker. That's like literally that was her job title. That's what she did for a living. She was a matchmaker. And I kind of always, like, we were friends. I got along. I wasn't, like, trying to give her a hard time. But I was always, like, kind of a cynic about the matchmaking thing. I was like, it's kind of bullshit. It doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem legit. And she's like, it is. I have this person I set up with that person, blah, 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 and they're married. I'm like, just because they're married doesn't mean it's good. Just because they're married doesn't mean this is a success. And so on. So, but whatever. And she was like, I know you're, like, negging my profession because you want me to be like, yeah, go set me up. And I was like, obviously you think that, but like I literally don't mean that. I actually am a cynic. I'm interested in it. I love talking to her about matchmaking stuff, but I'm just being legit. I don't think it's legit. I don't think you can sum up someone that much. I don't think matchmaking's legit. You could get lucky for sure, but whatever. Anyway, so I'd have to go dig it up somewhere, Mallet. I'm not gonna do that right now. But anyway, so that was the whole thing, and I would always give her shit about it. And finally, she was like, "Well, just let me do it one time. Let me do it one time, okay?" And she just set it up, and I did it, and I was like, "Yeah, fine, whatever." And I actually hit it off pretty well with the person. And I wanted to text her back, but because it's a matchmaker, you have to like hit up the person that set you up. You don't actually exchange any information. And I reached out to the matchmaker, my friend. Wow, big pass. Wow. So I reached out to the matchmaker friend, and I would love to talk to her again. Actually, you're right. She's cool. I would love to talk to you again. And she goes, "Psych. That's my friend. She's literally married. I told her all the stuff to say to you. She was totally playing you. It was totally fake, just to mess with you." I was like, "Are you serious?" And she's like, "But I actually am serious about this. I'm good at what I do. You have to trust me." I was like, honestly, like, whether you're doing a bit or not, like, that's hilarious. Hats off to you. I was kind of upset about it, but, like, hats off to you. I got to respect what you're doing. I don't know, Mikey. Maybe soon. I got to respect what you're doing, so let's set it up again. And she set me up again. And this time it was with my wife. And my wife had been doing the same exact thing with her as well. How's it going, Mikey? She was doing the same exact thing as well. So we figure out what actually happened. I told her the story. She said she did the literal same thing to me. That was how she set us up. So now we're laughing about, oh my God, I can't believe she did this to us. That's crazy. That's hilarious. Blah, blah, blah. That kind of that reference got us through like the first 3 dates. And by then we actually really liked each other. We actually really hit it off. So absolute mastermind play by the matchmaker friend of ours. Like absolutely hilarious that she did that. And also life-changing that she introduced us on that. Like honestly insane. One of the coolest things anyone's ever done for me, and also just like a really cool thing to be done in general. Anyway, yeah, it's really just like insane that happened that way. Come on, Dalton. It's my wife. Obviously 0. Oh, what's my shirt say? This is Ohio University, but it's not mine. This is also my wife's shirt, so I don't Yeah, of course. I don't it's hers. I didn't go there. I went to school somewhere in Chicago. I still not feeling it today. Let's see. What else we got here? This could be kind of vile. This could be kind of vile. I've never had this flavor before. This could be an interesting one. Hang on. No, Ohio University. But again, it wasn't me that went there. It wasn't me. You don't like them, Melon? Well, if you don't like them, then we can't do it. Hang on. Hang on. I got too many sources coming at me at once. Hang on. Hard isn't hard. You're saying hard isn't bad. You didn't like it. I've never tried that flavor. Do I play games at all? Like what sort of games? You're talking like video games? I'm very, very, very bad at video games. Extremely bad at video games. Like embarrassingly bad at video games. In the mid 2000s, I was okay at Madden, but that's it. Hell yeah, Elijah. So we're gonna switch it up. No, I can't on TikTok. I can't do that. I will. I probably will. I'm live on Kick right now. I will do some streams on Kick only. I'm not gonna get a ton of people on Kick when I do that, but upper teens, low 20s, Ben, I would say. But you know, everyone's always like, "Oh, you had 20 drinks today. How come you're like even alive?" It's like, well, first of all, the ADHD medicine. Second of all the other stuff. Third of all, a little bit, Michael, here and there. But mostly, I have action. I'm watching the football game. I have action on the football game. I have Dallas plus 8.5. and I've got a parlay that I talked about on Instagram. That is the mango. I'll do some streams on Kick in the future, and we'll play games as well. I have to be really careful with what I say on TikTok. My family's not a joke. I just don't really talk about it anymore because my wife asked me not to talk about some of that stuff anymore. My wife knows that I say some stuff on here. So on TikTok, I get paid like $2,000 to $3,000 a month on TikTok because of my views. And because of that, and obviously I talk a lot very openly about my financial situation. My wife was in a video 3 or 4 days ago for a second. When I talk about my financial situation on here, very openly, totally lost my train of thought. But when I talk about my financial situation on here very openly, that's a very real thing, and I'm trying to get it. And because of that, thanks for the emojis everyone sent it. I'm totally spacing out. But because of that, I try to run stuff by her. I've showed her some of the videos. I've asked her out of respect not to do it because I recognize some of the content's cringe and whatnot, but I'm doing it. She knows I'm doing it for the best. She knows I like doing that, etc. We got up to the low 30s at the peak when I was really trying to get the vote to be yes, and we got the vote to be yes, and now I'm trying to get it down, but it's been tough because just stuff going on. So I haven't really tapered. I would say maybe I'm down today, probably 20, 23. If we're really doing the math and we're really like, all right, Twisted Tea, all right, so this is 24 ounces and it's 5%. So 24 ounces, 5%, that's already 2, but it's 5%, so that's times 1 1/4, so it's 2.5 units. Thank you, Juan. I agree. So. Try Twisted Tea stream. I haven't had a ton of Twisted Teas, honestly. Yeah, usually. An IPA here there. If I'm trying to chill, I'll do beer because I'm trying to chill and I can just keep sucking them down without it getting me too much. Like, if I take like a 24 rack of Bud Lights, for instance. Hey, Ethan, how's it going? Oh, they gave you a promo code. That's good. Dom, I can't do anything on TikTok. If people want to see the other stuff, I would say follow the. If this is what I'll say, if people really go on. Zach, sometimes I do. Interesting, Smoke. Interesting. Has anyone ever tried these? All right, let's get to this last drive. Let's see if the Cowboys can do something. Yes, Spencer. That one was. I don't know. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, if people get on the YouTube, then you'll be able to see me do more stuff. Long term, I don't know how much. Yeah, I do. Snapchat, I post every day on Snapchat. On my Snapchat, I do both stuff. I do drinking stuff. I do betting stuff. I do pics. I talk. I do pictures. Whatever. Do I watch college football? Yeah. Not nearly as much as I watch NFL, but I watch college football. So with the sports betting stuff, I have like people that do research for me. I do it myself as well, but I have people that are always on top, people that handle all the background stuff, because especially now with the drinking and whatnot, I can't do as much of that stuff. It's hard enough for me to lock in and get my content going and whatnot when I'm on one. I'm a Bills guy. I'm from Buffalo. I'm on the Cowboys today. The Cowboys plus 8.5 was my play today, so that's what I'm rooting for right now. But in terms of where my heart is, I'm a Bills guy. Ooh, didn't get out of bounds. Clock's running. Call timeout. All right, let's see these last. I don't know if anyone's watching the NFL tape, but let's see these last 25 seconds through. This right here, I'm going to say this. This right here goes crazy because this is basically like, it's more than I would say more than caffeine, less than ADHD medicine. And you can just get them. They do a hangover gummy. They do a like hangover at night gummy, a hangover in the morning gummy. Like at night preventative gummy, in the morning gummy to get over it. And then this is what I'm chewing on all day. It's like the focus ones, which I said is like more than caffeine, less than ADHD medicine. These are fire. And I will say I do have a link for them. And I've probably been hit up by, I would say, Andrew, I agree. That's number one. This is like a junior version of that. This is like the light version of that. But without, it's not as much like, it doesn't crack you out as much. So I probably had like not even kidding a dozen people that are like, yo, do my hangover cure, and some of them are good. I'm not saying they're all trash. Some of them are good. I do a lot of them. It's literally in my profile. Well, Dom, I would say the hair, the fur, the dog fur is definitely that. Same thing, Andrew. But I'm going to use code terms because I know they're always looking. The best cure is obviously going back to what got you there in the first place. Number 2 is the ADHD medicine. Number 3 is this. Number 4, I would say, is the patches that I do. Number 5 is that like Hang Easy supplement. Number 6 is just straight electrolytes and caffeine. But yeah, these are fire. Anyone wants to give them a try. They're like 15-20% off in my profile. I'm never really gonna push these. I don't think I'm gonna talk about because I don't. Ultimately, that's like not the direction I'm trying to go in. But of all the stuff that's been like try our stuff, this is the only one where I was like, yeah, I'd work with you guys. It's not even more so that, Dom, I can't do it on here. I can't do it. I'll do one. No one's gonna see it. I'll do one right now. No one's gonna see it. I'll do it. Actually, let me share my screen on. Let me share my screen on Kick. On Kick. I'm live on Kick right now. Dom, I'll do it in like 5 minutes. Let me just share my screen. Hang on 1 sec. Let me get this set up. It's Peter Mossfield. It might be Peter Mossfield or something. It's in my kicks and my links as well. I will lock in until halftime. You're totally right. We got like one more play. There's 3 seconds left. We get a field goal. We get a field goal from Aubrey. MC, I'm not really in the mood to talk about that right now. It's not great, but it's gonna be okay. All right. 53-yarder. This should be easy. A 53-yarder. We hit this. That takes care of the over, because people that are on the parlay that I put out, They know we need another field goal from him. All right. Dom, this one's for you. Coming right up. Let me know. Dom, let me know when you're locked in. And I'll run this. And I'll do a big one for you, too. I haven't even really played today because I've been... Alright, let's make this field goal. Nailed it. Nailed it. Easy. Yeah, I was like, I will at some point. It's just like a low on my priority list. Everyone's saying that. Like, I don't have better things to do during the day. Hang on. Waiting on you, Dom. I'm giving you what you wanted. Probably not, sugar. Probably not. On the 14th, actually, but I sense attitude. I sense snark. I sense attitude. So I literally said on the 14th. I said on the 14th of the day. I said it so many times. On the 14th, when are we quitting? When, on the 14th, when I said it was, you guys see me here. You guys see me. You guys see me. You guys hear me. I'm totally fine. It's totally good. Just a guy hanging out, having a fine time. There's nothing crazy going on. Nothing crazy. Alright, no, it's okay. I didn't mean to be judgmental. Alright, Dom, if you don't get in here now, how's the customer service job? That starts on the 15th, cringe. But people were right about me not... Oh, congrats, actually. That's awesome. How are you doing? Really, sugar? Send me a link. If you can possibly get a link, send me. It's not me, but... Send me a link. Unless, you know, it's some AI scam where they take my likeness and they pretend that it is me. That could be the case. Dan, hi from the UK. Hey, happy to hear from you. Okay, actually, alright, well, Ashley said I can't do it, so I'm not doing it. And everyone's like, why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you doing it? It's because Ashley said. Well, for me especially, it better be worth it. Better be $40,000 worth it. All right. Oh, IGA? What are you talking about, Sheen? 10 days left. Yeah. Lost that one. Yeah, Brooke. Alright. I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm alright. Just need to lock in. Hang on, hang on. I do need to lock in. Yeah, I appreciate it. Alright. Okay, Brooke. Alright, Dom didn't show up. Dom didn't show up. I'm still going to run this one hand because now he's got me thinking about it, so I'm doing this. I can't show it, but this is looking very good. Shout out to Dom. Shout out to Dom. Dom got me to play a hand, and it smacked, and now we're good to go. And now I feel great. No more being tired. We're good. No, we're seeing your comments. It's just when you're talking about some random soccer team in the middle of this, it's like, what are we on about? Any advice on what to say about what? Nacho. How about that, guys? I don't know if anyone who's paying attention on the Twitter stream, etc., but not bad. According to the vote, yes, and that's all that matters. We're going to stop on the 14th. We're going to stop on the 14th. I said it so many times. We're going to stop on the 14th. It's so simple. Craig, maybe. I haven't so far. We had, throughout the day, we started with just sample, like, energy drink vodka. And then in the Discord, I was like, I asked the Discord, I was like, what should I be on today? Discord said Crown. So I did that for a while. And on the stream, grabbed Twisted Tea, and now we're doing this. Levi, what do you mean, how's it financial such? I literally laid it out perfectly in the earlier vid. The good news is I'm up $400 today, literally from like 2 minutes ago, because someone was telling me to play a hand, and I smacked it. So up 400 on that. I have the Cowboys plus 8.5, so that's looking pretty good. Down 1 at halftime. Everyone says, why don't I wear a ring? I've talked about it so many times. I'm not like you people. It's the same reason everyone thinks this is fake and that the thing I'm doing with my friends is fake and everything. It's because I'm not like you guys. I do stuff you don't do. You don't have to do it. I'm not like you guys. I'm not like, hey, Mr. Government, please. Plus 8.5, Ben. Plus 8.5. Covering the spread. I'm not like you guys. I don't need the government to be like, oh, yes, you're married now. Now us, the government, the number one person in charge, the number one group in charge of making you feel bad about yourself and making your life hard, the person that steals 40% of your income all the time, that government, we're also going to be the same government that decides, oh, I think your love's legit. I think you guys are a real couple. I ship you two. That's the government. I need the government to say, I ship you two. I think you guys are good together. Yeah, you have my approval. It's a real relationship now. Why don't you put on my little marker on your finger so everyone knows that the government says, oh, you guys are legit. You guys are a good couple. I think you guys are really cute together. It's like, do you need to be voted cutest couple at prom by the government in order to feel good about your relationship? Because that makes me think your relationship's a bad relationship and you should end that relationship, which now is even harder for you to end because you have the government to sign off on it. The government's bad. We don't want them involved in anything. Why would I want that? Do I want to ask a cop if I should go on a date with someone? No, never. Why is this so complicated for everyone? I'll tell you why it's so complicated for everyone. Because everyone's like, everyone just does the same thing that everyone else does. Everyone just does the same thing as everyone else does. How's it going? That's why I don't wear a ring. And I did it once in a video for like 5 seconds to show you if anyone wanted to do it. All right, listen. If you're going to say the same thing again, you're gone. Muted. Sorry, bye, you're gone. Chris. On the 14th, Brianna, on the 14th. Tomorrow, Lisa. Tomorrow. Everything in due time. I'm gonna go. You guys do your own thing for a second. I'm gonna go do my thing for a second. You guys do your own thing for a second. Everyone, go talk amongst yourself for a second. Everyone, you guys chat. Yes, I did, Tim. I literally did. And guess what, Tim? He's not. Hmm. Hmm. All right, I'm back. How's everyone doing? Who wants to help me play teacher? Thank you, Nacho. The best drink. The best drink is bourbon, ginger beer, and a crushed up peach. If you want to put a drop of simple syrup in there, you do a drop of simple syrup in there. Bourbon, ginger beer, crushed up peach. You do crushed up strawberry, you do crushed up blackberry, blueberry, a lot of fruits. It's good, but the best is peach. The best is peach. Because we're tapering, Jayfer. We're tapering until the 14th. I think on the 6th I'm gonna make a YouTube video on the 6th or something. Maybe it posts a little later or something, but YouTube video on the 6th where I'm gonna try to get all my drinks in on the day. So stay tuned for that. It's not empty. Yeah. Jayfer, you're right. What's up, Dizzy? Does everyone remember what I was saying? Not anymore, Nacho. No, I actually quit that after like 4 or 5 years straight, just like that, which is why I know I'm gonna pull it off with that. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Where's the wedding ring? Where's the wedding ring? How about you pay attention? How about you pay attention? How about you pay attention? Guess what? I don't think I'm addicted. I don't think I'm addicted either, which is why it's gonna be easy for me to quit. Yeah, I got a couple. CD. CD is the main ATD. I'm not. All right, we're back. Game's back on. What's up, Billy? Let's see how everything's going. If you saw it on Instagram today, You see my ass? What? Not anymore, but I mean, if you're talking about, depends on what you're talking about, I guess. All right, if you saw my video from, or my Instagram story. Ooh. Saw my Instagram story, you know. Yeah, not anymore, Ben. Saw my Instagram story, you know that we were on Jalen Hurts over 215 passing yards. He's in 98 at halftime, so he needs to step it up. We needed, what's his face? Over 1.5 field goals. He already got them. And we need Pickens under 56 receiving yards. He's at 15 at half. What I need Pickens to get less than 52 yards this half. I need Jalen Hurts to throw for 117 more yards. And he just threw for about 8. So about 119. What do you think about the person that made a TikTok about me? I mean, content's content. She probably made like $1,500 from the creator fund for talking about me, so I respect her. At the end of the day, she wants to talk about me. She's doing my job for me. I'm out here. You know what I mean? No way. What? Okay. Everyone's allowed to have their opinion. I know what happens when you put stuff on social media. You're allowed to have your opinion, and they have their opinion. Okay, I don't know what your deal is at all. I don't know what you want to say or what you're gonna say, if it's good, if it's bad. So probably not take me up. But they said what they were gonna say. And that's their opinion, and that's fine. No, we're not going to go bully someone or talk to someone, whatever. If you saw the video, you saw the video. You can reply in the comments to the video. I stitched it like 2-3 weeks ago probably. But all that to say. All that to say. Just someone made a video talking about me, basically. Oh, okay. Scroll down. You see I've only stitched one video or 2 videos ever. It's the most recent stitch. It's probably like 30 videos ago, though. 20 videos ago, something like that. Someone made a video saying they disliked my content, basically. That was basically their deal, was like, this is so dumb. I've seen comments. I've got like 1,000 people that have said that. Oh, how I meant, no, there's nothing wrong. I've been fine since it. I'm sorry. I need to lock in. I got a little sleepy on you guys, and that's not okay. Got a little sleepy on you, and that's not okay. Tomorrow. So someone made a video about me. It was pretty viral. It was like a month ago, something like that. It was like a month ago, and they were basically like, so there's this guy on TikTok, and he's drinking every single day to prove that he can quit whenever he wants, which is like kind of the gist, but not fully accurate. And blah, 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 blah. And it was kind of a hater video. It wasn't super hater, but it was kind of a hater video, which I get it. I get comments every single day, hater comments every single day. It's not like a new take, like, oh, I get that my content pisses some people off. I don't make 8K from sports betting, Roscoe. I make 8K from sports betting content. But I pay people $5K to help me do it. Micah, if you look up Pick'em on Instagram, Pick'em on Twitter, Pick'em is banned on TikTok, but Pick'em on Instagram, Pick'em on Twitter. I'm literally live as Pick'em right now on multiple platforms. You'll see my links. You'll see where people subscribe to get my research and my plays every day. That's pretty good. That's a Mango beatbox. Pretty good. Um, Eli, so I make content saying, hey, here's who I think wins this game. Like, for instance, I have the Cowboys plus 8.5 today. The Cowboys 8.5. This is a good pick. You should make this pick. It's called being a sports betting influencer. The bet's separate. That's a completely separate thing. There's 8 people. Oh, sorry, it was Roscoe was asking about that. There's 8 people in a league. We're all in for 5K. Maybe I'll do them. I don't know anything about meme coins, to be honest. Everyone did. It's good for a scam, but that's Is there a backup plan? The backup plan is hustle till the day I die. Appreciate the follow, Jake. Jake from No Way just followed me. No one else doing it. It is awesome. Anyway. Sorry, I'll try to make this succinct. I put out videos about sports betting advice. For people that want all of the sports betting advice, they subscribe. They pay $30 a month or $10 a week or whatever, and they subscribe, and they get a big, long text every single day saying, I like this pick because of these reasons. I like this pick because of these reasons. They're very detailed. They're very detailed. They contain a lot of research. They contain a lot of stats, a lot of so on and so on. The people that are doing the write-ups and whatnot, I participate in, but I have people behind the scenes that are helping me create those write-ups, that are doing research every single day, that are watching all the games, that are helping me put all that together. That's what the people are paying for. I'm basically the marketing for it. I say, hey, you want all the plays, come subscribe here. It's not ChatGPT, it's real human beings, because the ChatGPT stuff is BS. I did use a AI tool at one point as a partner. It was okay, but it's not great. I'm anti-AI. AI is bad. So, anyway. You make more than I do? Probably. I told you I made $800 in like 5 months. It's not that hard to make more than me. Anyway, so because of that research, we all have success. They have success. They pay me $30. They probably make, depending on how large their bet is, anywhere between like $100, $200, $500, $1,000. That's a different bet. Yeah. Yes, Medbo. Katie, appreciate the follow. Hit me up in 3 months, Kay. Hit me up in 3 months and we could talk about it, because I might be finishing this quit. If you knew the background, which I don't, I don't have the energy right now to get into all the details. I never understand you, Kay. I never understand your comments. I'm quitting on the 14th. There you go. Because the bet says that I should. What's going on, White? It is 11.1. You won't double it, Kay. How the thing I have in place is 8 people that all put $5,000 into the same Bitcoin wallet. Everyone has access to it. I know that money's there. I would know if other people took it. Okay, you're not making any sense. You're saying, if I wasn't addicted and the bet was just quitting, so okay, you think I'm not addicted, but the bet's just quitting, and you would bet me more than $40,000. So I would get more than $40,000 if I prove to you that I could quit. How does that make sense? Obviously, I would do it. I'm going to prove it on the 14th that I can quit. Also, for this, I risked $5,000 to win $40,000 when I quit. No, Matt, I'm over that. So what's the $12,000 for? What's it going to take for you to give me $12,000, Kay? You say you double this that. What do you need to see to give me the $12,000? Okay, based on your comments, I have no problem. Alright, Ben, for you. Ben. Not to go all Hub's Life on your ass, but send a galaxy. I'm just kidding, I'll do it. You don't have to do it, Ben. I'm kidding. I don't care. So you guys saw the video today, and I literally just did, Dalton. You guys saw the video today, and you guys know that I'm in a tremendous amount of debt. That's why I only think in terms of large sums. Colt 452. That's a great point. In terms of large sums, I am on the 14th, Nathan. It's not complicated. Stuck in the office. Cole, I care about you theoretically. Not really. I only heard about you a moment ago. But I get the sentiment. But my point was, Dak. That would have been a sick pass. My point was, no idea what my point was. Oh, my point was, I don't care about getting $5 or $10 or even $100. I care about getting tens of thousands of dollars. And I'm not like I get tens of thousands of dollars easily. I'm just saying those are the numbers for it to matter to me. If I'm 200K in debt, or I'm 210K in debt, or I'm 220K in debt, not a big deal. But if I start chipping away, 190 is better, 180 is better, 150, 150, exactly. So, no, Colt, it started as a way to prove that once I can stop. Find employment? What are you? What are you, the U.S. government? I'm going to stop on the 14th. There was a vote. A vote said addicted, so I said, okay, I'll quit. I'll prove I could quit. On the 14th, I'll quit. I wasn't just going to do it the next day. I'm busy. You'll see it on the 14th. Yeah, on the 14th I will, Jordo. I'm not pushing it. I needed to get a vote for the bet that counted. After the 14th, whatever. I'll try, Colt. $1,200 or $12,000? All right, okay, let's see. Not much, but I haven't checked. She's in Rhode Island. No, Matt Poe, I didn't used to really drink. About 1,500. Just for tonight. Sanders to the house. Sanders to the 9. Sanders to the 9. All right, should we go? Should we get? Let's see. Let's just take a gander. Let's take a gander on what it would be if we wanted the Cowboys live. By the way, did you guys learn something? They're plus 210 on the ML. I'll tell you what. Yeah, I'll do it right now. I'll put $100 down on the Cowboys money line. Hang on. Nice, Ben. Money line or spread? Matt Poe, appreciate the gifts. Appreciate everyone who sent gifts. I'll be honest, they don't matter to me. Live or pregame, Ben? What odds you get? Oh yeah, Zane. Moros, I appreciate you, Matt Poe. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. I don't even know what's going on with my computer right now. Maybe I got to get I can't get the VPN on while I'm live. There you go on my phone to hammer the Cowboys live. Yes, he's open. Alright guys, I got paid. I gotta pay a little more attention to these Cowboys. Kate, you've made so many comments and none of them have been good. Bo Sox in the house, my guy. Bo Sox fan, Florida, has entered. Clifford, don't say that shit to me. Tell him to prove it. Tell him to prove it, Clifford. Tell him to prove it right now, Clifford. Don't say you stupid shit you can't back up. Tell him to prove it. Me too, Chrissy. I hope I do. Thank you. Fernando, that would be a good comment, but it felt really, when you said the type of guy, it felt really copy and paste to me. Yeah, Brooke. Say that shit. 3rd and 22. Dak Prescott drops back. End zone shot. He's got a guy. He drops it. He bobbles it and he drops it. He bobbles it and he drops it. It's not good. Talia, appreciate the foul. Ashton, we're on the Cowboys plus 8.5. What are you saying? What happened? We're on the Cowboys plus 8.5 and we're on a 3-man on better. I don't know. Ryan Ryder, what's up, brother? Yeah, Matt. I've been making content this before it. I'll be making content after it. Ben, I did so I have been I'm live on Kick right now. On Kick, I did one BJ hand. Alright, we're We're going to mute the one guy. You guys know who I'm talking about. So, this is basically that. Fernando, brother. You know I'm a wife guy. Did he fumble? Yeah, Bobby Z, a couple times. Lex Thib entered the chat. Lucas, I love you. Cheers. But for real, Lex Thib is in the house. We got Cowboys plus 8.5. It's great to see you. I'm happy you're here. I missed you. As you can see, we're doing different stuff. I never don't drink off path, so I have no idea. Ever thought about that? Ever thought about what if I never don't drink? All right, so I'm doing $100. I'm doing a $100 hand right now because someone asked. They probably can't even see it, but I'm still gonna run it. I got a king and a queen against a 6. Pretty much dream scenario. We're going to stand, and it's gonna be a bust. Bang, bang. Whoever said do a $100 hand, I got you. Whoever said do a $100 hand, I got you. I'm gonna do a fat one right now. I got carried away. I'm gonna do a 7-piece. It was almost. It was more than half my stack, so I can't double. But I got ace-5 against a 5. Ace-5 against a 5. I obviously hit. I get a 16, so we're going to stand against the 5. He goes 15, bust. Yo. Hang on. Hang on. I might actually be cooking right now. Let me run it. We're going for a 9-piece. 6-4 against a king, so 10-10, I'm going to hit. 17 against a king, I'm going to stand. He flips an 18. Okay, so we just lost that profit. I'm just going to run one more time. Run it one more time. Get back to where we were. Jack 4 against a queen. Hit. 17. Stand. 16. Whatever. I'm going to drop a grand on the Cowboys Moneyline live right now. I'll drop a grand on the Cowboys Moneyline live right now and we're Yale back. Drop a rack on the Cowboys Moneyline live. What if I just dropped a rack on the Cowboys Moneyline live? What if I just did it? Hang on. It's going to be a fat payout. I'm going to drop a grand at plus 375. Nope. 1,000. Placed. All right. I just put a rack on Cowboys Moneyline live. Is there rain delaying? Alright, I gotta go make it rain in my toilet seat. So we're gonna be delayed until then. Fine, you guys can look at this. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. If you're gone, if it drops below 50 people in here when I come back, I'm ending the stream. So I'll see you in like a minute and a half. I sit when I pee, so it takes a while. All right. You guys got five. You got like 2 minutes to figure it out. I didn't even wash my hands, so I could hurry back. Boring. What should we put on? Should we put on like Friends or something? What TV should I watch? I haven't been. Drink the whole glass. I already did that. Lex, I'm afraid you're right. You guys got who you got? Tyler Shove? All right. We're at 5.2. Give me the 10K likes and I'll gulp this mother effer. Those are my terms. Get me to 10. Get me to 10 and this mango beatbox is no more. You got Dylan Raiola. Yeah, people think it in a live stream. They'll think it. They're talking about Dak Prescott's body in there. All right, fuck it. I don't want to wait till 6K, 10K, whatever. You did what you had to do. Yeah, Lex. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. I am, but I'm elsewhere. But I'll hook you up. I'll give you a free year just because you're an OG. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. Shoot me a DM here. talk to you, whatever. Like I'll hook you up, Lex. I got a new research analyst too who's been great. So we've got tennis as well because of him, and he's been on point with tennis. I'm literally, in terms of tennis, I'm straight up just these are dragon fruit velo. I'm straight up with the tennis. I'm trusting him because he's got a great track record. His research is on point. He's been delivering. So I branched out a little bit. I got more of a team, but yeah. Everyone, I'm not even gonna say it. Jim Lawson needs a Dak pick. All right, I'll tell you what I need. Cowboys plus 8.5. So Cowboys 8.5 is the main, but I needed Is it a bit? Is it a bit? You can't have a rain delay in the first game of the NFL season. I'm sorry. You can't do that. It's Peter Mossfield. All right, I'm going to tell you what I need. I need Hurts to throw for 109 more yards. And I need Pickens to not get 52 yards. I already got Elliott on field goals. I would say it's better than 9-1. Here's the thing: when it comes to favorites on winning it all, it's really hard to win it all. You saw 2 years ago, I took the Rangers to win it all, which is probably it's not my biggest multiple. My biggest multiple is 100-1 NFL moneyline parlay. It was only $14. I won 1,400, but it's my biggest multiple. My biggest multiple in poker was I turned $30 into $7,000. It wasn't my biggest win, but it was my biggest multiple. Thank you, user. But what I'm most proud of in my whole career of sports betting was picking the Rangers to win the World Series in 2023. Last year I took the Yankees to win it all, and they lost to the Dodgers. This year I took the Mets to win it all. There's a good chance they lose to the Dodgers. There's no value in betting the Dodgers, but obviously the Dodgers are the best team in baseball. It's just really hard, especially baseball. You can't physically dominate a team in baseball the way you can in football, in basketball. You can't physically dominate a team. There's too many variables. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. But the Dodgers are so good. There's no value in betting the Dodgers. So if I have to pick a team that's not the Dodgers, and I'm looking at it from a value perspective, yes, I like the Mets to win it all. I still like the team. Soto's putting it together. He's nasty. You've got a really good lineup. You've got a sneaky nice pitching rotation. When you talk about the Rangers in 2023, their pitching rotation that nobody gives attention to. Nobody's even paying attention to Nathan Eovaldi this year, and he's shoving. Nobody's paying attention to it. So I still like the Mets. From a value perspective, I still like the Mets. Say 180, Melissa. I still like the Mets. Still like the Mets. I always do. I always will. Sorry, my friends were in the group chat. We're doing a bit on a guy that's made him miserable for the last 12 years, and I had to participate. Yeah, so Lex, if I even make a PD account right now, it gets banned on TikTok. So that whole username on TikTok is gone. It sucks. TikTok is a trash app. It's bullshit that this happened, but because a bunch of scammers impersonated my name and tried to to sell people, the name got reported so much that all my PD accounts got banned. That's my best understanding. I'm PD on Instagram, so like I stream on this account here and there. It's obviously different. This is not a sports betting account, but it's still me. I still talk about sports. I still bet on sports. I still talk about sports betting, but like that's not the purpose of this account. So I'll stream here while I'm watching games, while I'm sweating games. I've got a PD 69.0 that's still live. It's got like 300 follows and whatever. I'm here a little bit. I'm on Twitter. Twitter's probably the best thing because Twitter doesn't ban anything, but like I get no engagement on Twitter, so I don't really do live streams. I'm literally live on Twitter right now, and I can see that because nobody's watching. It's like half a dozen people. Fuck all you for not commenting. But you know, I'm accessible. I'm accessible is the point. I can't bro. I can't use my username. I can't use my picture. I can't say like dude. There's no. It's so banned. It's crazy. Everyone, I donate. What? J Money, you're gonna say the same thing like 16 times in a row. I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna mute you so you can be here when I say this. I muted you. I didn't block you. If that's how you want to feel about it, that's how you feel about it. Are we playing or are we watching replays? No, we're watching replays. So, anyway, so in terms of me streaming and talking about plays of the day, it's like I just legitimately don't know how to do it right now because PD on TikTok just is banned. It's not existent. PD on Twitter, on YouTube, on Kick, it's Twitch, etc. It's just like doesn't get really any engagement, so it's not that. Maggie, you're here. You're here in this day and age. You're here in this day and age. There's a lot of people that in a prior life wanted to know what I thought about certain sports. That's what I do. That was my like a day job, so to speak. Monkey painting, there's no deal with it. It's just a sick painting. You guys like that shit? Alright, Maggie. I mean, I don't know. It's just that. It's my wife's. She's here tomorrow, bro. Yeah, Lex. I agree. Alright, so we're gonna pour up something fresh. I don't know, Maggie. Maybe you hear in the PD days, but people who know PD know. People know PD before they know Mossfield. What was the question? On the 14th. What do I think of people saying my page is satire? I mean, I get it. It's content. I got people saying it's satire. I got people saying it's rage bait. I got people saying it sucks and they hate it. I got people that saying it's an ad. People that saying it's a script that someone else wrote. And so on. So I just got a notification that said consuming substances. Oh, never mind. The people involved in the bet, everyone anteed $5,000. So it's not like I bet 40,000 against one person. 8 people anteed $5,000 on a series of different bets. Again, if you knew PD, you knew when I would talk about this league. Sorry, I gotta tell people in the group chat that I hate them. Jay, don't. This is my office. This is my. No one comes in here. Oh, I'm sorry. I got distracted. Can we get a World T-shirts collab? Probably not. You can tell him to collab with me, and if he said, "Hey, come to Central Park and let's shotgun at Four Loko in Central Park," I would do it with him. I love you, TikTok. Yo, Lex, I will say, because I hired research analysts, I am not as up to date on college football this year. So I trust you. I trust you talk to me. What do you mean, the Scarlet Rot? What the hell are you talking about? Frank Rounds committed to the bit. Yeah, cap cutting, I saw that. But we still got like almost 100 people in here. Alright. I have to go off camera because I need to lock in. 1 second. What were we talking about? Yeah, I don't do as much research. Most of my team handles it now. I catch up every single morning. Usually between like 11 and 12 is when I'm most locked in terms of like substances I'm consuming and whatnot. So I would say I'm still like up there. I'm up to date, but I'm more like getting briefed. Like I kind of run it like a trading desk, I would say. I like, because if anyone who's kept up with like total backstory, obviously, I used to work in investment banking, so I run it pretty similar to a trading desk where like analysts come in, they've got pitches, they've got research on the pitches. I take that in. I have like an abbreviated like Cliff Notes version of the pitches. I veto some, I take some, I push them out. What I'm pushing out is basically what I like the most about what people are telling me, what people are sharing me. And these are good guys. These are guys that like do their research, have solid historical proof. They're probably doing it for multiple people as well. Like I understand that. I know it's not exclusive. I understand this. Like it's just something I asked for and they're delivering for me. And these are like solid guys. Research guys, I've tracked their stats. They're solid. They're on point. They've been delivering what I want them to deliver. So that's the majority of the guys that work for me. I could do it on my own, but it's not worth the money to spend that amount of time doing what I need them to do. It's an abbreviated version. That's basically it. How did I break into investment banking? I mean, I got an economics degree, and I shouldn't even say that. I got an economics degree, and a guy that knew a guy that knew a guy got me an interview, and I did well in the interview. Like, I wasn't a genius. I wasn't on point. I was shitty at my job because I didn't give a fuck, but I wouldn't have gotten the interview if it weren't for connections. Not like great connections, but it just, decent circumstances. I'm in Manhattan, Lex. Internal auditors, Frank. That's scary on point. Scary on point. Hated him, my biggest issue, but scary on point. I didn't go to Ohio. This is my wife's shirt. I went to a college in Chicago. I don't like to tell people. So basically, we're still in a weather delay. Oh my god, like finish the game. What are we doing? Basically, let me get another. Basically, what's going on is, can we see your bald spot? No, Hims fixed my bald spot. They're not paying me, so I don't talk about it, but Hims fixed my bald spot. Basically, you're getting pelted out there? Is that why we're dealing with the rain delay? Great. Why don't you go out there and shake your fist at the goddamn cloud? Who even gives a shit? We got the Rizzler doing a commercial right now. The Rizzler is doing a commercial right now. Is that serious? Is that serious? I have to watch the Rizzler do his fucking thing on my computer screen right now. What were we talking about? John, I literally don't even know what you mean by that. Peter Pickham. I got aliases, but the thing is, like, if I don't use a similar username to the prior username, people aren't going to find me. I've lost collectively between accounts like 160,000 followers on that account. Like, I'm not going to grind to build up another 50K account so I can get 300 people in my live stream talk about the plays of the day and get banned after 2-3 days because a couple of trolls. Like, TikTok's a bullshit platform. Sorry, TikTok, but it's a bullshit platform. It's harder to build on the others. I'm on Instagram, on everything else, whatever. So like, again, everyone who subscribes, they get all the information, they get all it. In terms of the social engagement and talking about this, I miss that, whatever. Anyone who's in New York, I am gonna do like a live sweat at some point in September. I'm gonna do a live sweat Sunday. Go to a like a big, large, like outdoor bar, big screen TVs, whatever. Anyone wants to show up, watch. We'll sweat games. We'll get hammered. We'll do all the things, but all that to say. All that to say. Far are we talking about? We got so John's in the chat right now saying bro is definitely playing a part, right? Someone was asking me prior, what do I think about people saying this is a bit, saying it's fake, saying it's whatever. I've done like 180 days. There's probably like I would say 3,000 people. Between platforms, I would say over 6,000 people that have like made some sort of comment to that extent. I'm not going to stress about it at this point. Not get stressed. I get it. I'm also like, it doesn't matter how much I'm drinking, how much I'm doing, how much whatever, but like, I'm always going to hear stuff like that. I'm not surprised by that. I'm never going to be surprised by that. It's never going to be new. You guys understand how big the internet is? Do you guys understand how big the internet is? People don't even understand. Because I have different accounts that are dedicated to different things. That's why we're talking about sports betting stuff. No one would ever know about that. I've done 50 million views on this account. I've done 150 million views on the other account. I did 300 million views on the account prior to that. People don't know. People don't recognize between accounts. That's how big, how vast the internet is. I could have a different alias. It's not alias. I'm not hiding it. It's just dedicated to different things. It's just me relying on the algorithm to focus on the right things. I could have another account that's dedicated to I like woodwork. That's like a hobby of mine. Lex, I appreciate the feedback. If we're being totally real, I'll say it right here on live. I'm kind of out on them. The contests, cool. The contests are cool. But aside from that, it's not. I have a different way of the space as a whole. The space as a whole is not great right now. It's a bad time for the space. The real ones are struggling to connect with their audiences because it's a space that made a lot of money quickly, and you know how that goes. In this world of private equity money and hedge fund money and VC money, you're not really going to get anything that sustains its decency. Yeah, you hook me up. You message me on TikTok, but Lex, for real, I'm on one right now. Pester me. If I don't take care of you in 24 hours, pester me. I 100% will take care of you, 100% without a doubt. You're legitimately my number one supporter since day one. I will get you a free year where I'm at. Just like if I miss your DM, hit me up again. You can definitely find me. What was the question? I forgot what we were talking about prior to this. 100%. You deserve it. Everyone said, yeah, hang out with me. Hang out with a complete stranger. Here's the deal. either you're faking it or you have to go get hammered with someone that you met on in your chat. Those are the deals. Either you're faking it or you have to go get hammered with someone who's just commenting in your chat. So either I have to go get drunk with who's John? Who's John? John looks like a blue and black background to me. Who's John? I'm gonna go hang out with John. Yeah, John, nice to meet your girlfriend. What do you do for a living, John? John, how's your girlfriend? How do you guys meet? John and some random fuck. I don't give a shit about you. I don't care about you. I don't care about what you did last week, what you're up to, what's going on with you. Oh, yeah. Oh, really? That's cool. Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because I had a similar experience the other time. I don't give a fuck about you. I'm not going to hang out with you because you don't believe what I'm doing. Yeah, we're going to network because I know what John does for a living and I want to connect with John about John shit. Your pixels. Your pixels on a screen. You don't mean anything to me. I recognize those 4 letters consecutively. I know what a John is. It's an outhouse where I take a shit in its mouth and I leave. Pro. How much do I spend a week on booze? Like $400. If I go out, another $400. It's New York City. You go out on New York City. If I did a day of all my drinks and I went to a bar for every single one of them, which I haven't done yet, maybe I do it as a video, but $400. But otherwise, $400 a week when I go to a liquor store, which is still overpriced because it's New York City. Unibrows, yeah, I'm gonna work on the unibrow soon. It's a long-term project. You have best beer, Lagunitas. I haven't really tapered. I've been meaning to, but it's next week when I really start tapering. Exactly, Josh, exactly. Wife, I don't want to talk about that. If heaven is real, what do you think your ancestors think of you being mean but trying to get you? First of all, heaven's not real, but that's a hilarious question. That's a hilarious question. If you really thought of it more, I think my ancestors, I mean, legitimately, if you're talking like I've got a grandpa I've never met who would be like 100 now because his wife's still alive. My grandma's like 103. I assume they're about the same age. Hang on. Actually, let me do some math because my family says he died at like 63 and my grandma's like 102. And he died literally 31 years ago. So I think we got an age gap relationship there. I didn't even think about it. Yeah, no, I'm gonna tweeze. Once I get the unibrow as full as I want to, I'm gonna narrow the gap between eyebrows, and we're gonna have a tighter space here. People think I'm doing this because whatever, but user, you said you're trying to be mean, and then you came back, and now you're just like aggressively trying to be mean, and it sucks. Like you're not good at what you're trying to do. Isabel, what's up? Don't mean to be rude, but you need to change. You can't go back and forth between just saying like it would be one thing if you had like a nasty diss. That would be one thing. I'd be like, that's funny. Like you're funny. That's a good diss. That's a good joke. But you're not good at that. You're just like you say things like I don't know how else to put this, but like puritanically cruel, and then you're apologetic. Your personality sucks, is what I'm getting at. But all that to say, my ancestors would be like, I don't understand. My ancestors probably drank this much. We're talking 100 years ago, like my ancestors when they're my age, 70 years ago. What level of ancestors? I am one to talk. It's literally we're in a live stream where I'm the only person allowed to talk, so I am one to talk. So my ancestors would be like, oh wow, he's the only person of my ancestors that's cool. 3 generations ago, they'd be like, what the fuck is a phone? What the fuck is that screen? What the fuck is that sport? What the fuck is everything? They'd be like, what the fuck is this? That's what my ancestors would do. My ancestors would be like, I have no clue what's going on. It would be like if I watched different pixels on a screen. They would have no idea. They don't know. If you were to take a bet on energy future, what would it be? Nuclear. It It would be nuclear, but if we're talking from an investment perspective, I would have to like narrow it down to the right company, and that I'm not prepared to do. 3 generations with no user. If you think that a screen that shows one person broadcasting to 46 other people, JT, I hear what you're saying. I am not wealthy. I got really rich last year for a second, and I didn't get my funds. That's if you saw my video on financial stuff earlier, you'd maybe understand better. But my wife's family is not wealthy, but her uncle is stupid wealthy. Her parents are probably, I don't know, but like she doesn't have money from them. I'm not living off their money, so I don't think it's anything significant. Their house is normal. Um, but her uncle is stupid wealthy, but he has like, I don't know. He's like a weird like offline mushrooms in a mushrooms on some cliff in Indonesia type of guy. Make a clip of you drinking. Kathy, I'm literally been drinking for the last hour and a half on this live stream. So yeah, I went to the U.S. Open. I got the. You guys saw my. If you saw me at the U.S. Open, you saw that I was at the worst seats possible. I was paid $228 a pop, $556 to go to the U.S. Open, and then I spent like $300 on drinks because they're insane. We took the subway there. We took the subway. I was probably in for $900 would be my guess. Literally the cheapest way you could possibly go to the U.S. Open is via subway to upper deck seats. We kind of cheated and went down like 8 rows than what our actual seats were supposed to be. Chad, you're dumbass. I'm gonna get back to that in a second, but wife's family is not wealthy. My family not wealthy. Don't really talk to my family. Mormon, weird, etc. I shouldn't say that. My family is probably wealthy. I have no idea at this point, but my family's probably wealthy. They were not when I was a teenager, and I haven't really spoken to my parents more than like a wedding or a funeral in 12 years. But Jet, so I spent $230-ish on the worst, literally the cheapest tickets available. I filled your bed cheapest tickets available, and we got those, and we went super upper deck, and then we cheated down a little bit. And tennis is fine. It's actually sick being upper deck at tennis. Not that I have a lot of experience, but upper deck tennis, you don't have to go back and forth, and I've got like a neck thing lately because I fell asleep in the bathtub last week. I talked about that in one of my videos, I think. But anyway, James, they're going to give you a quiz, and the answers are obvious. Do it telehealth. Do it via telehealth. ZocDoc telehealth. You'll get one. Anyway, the point is, so I went for like, yeah, $500 for our 2 tickets with all the other fees, maybe $600, a few $100 on my drinks because I drank like 7, 8 of those. 23. They were $23 a pop. When I said $1,000 in the video, I was obviously exaggerating, but like $23 a pop. Spent a few $100 on that. But I had a $1,000 bet that was going to pay me 3.5, but the bet lost. So basically down 1,800 on that. It's not an artificial update, but energy production in the U.S. will continue to match demand. There's a massive demand. Everything in the U.S. is a lie. Everything in the U.S. is a lie. China is massively ahead of us in alternative energy resources. But if you're in the U.S., we're going to lie about China, lie about what they're doing, lie about why it's dangerous, lie about why we can't do it, and so on. We are the capitalist center of the world. That's just a fact. So when we talk about where the future of energy is going, like the U.S. probably won't recognize it. U.S. probably won't recognize it. So Rob says doing this I had a drug addiction. That's an interesting take. I mean, it's better than the faking it angles. Listen, I'm gonna wrap it up because I don't want to do this next thing here. The game's over. I wasn't even really watching whatever, but in an ideal world, we all share research. We all share information. Even AI, I would believe in AI more if we were sharing research and it wasn't just from a purely capitalistic standpoint, but everything is done to squeeze tighter on the many and consume resources by the few. So I can't support any of this. If we were in a more like egalitarian society, I would be way more excited about progression. Cheers on that, Chad Pool.